is my presentation visible?
Yes.
Okay. नमस्ते, आप सभी का हीलिंग एमएनडी इंडिया की आज की मीटिंग में स्वागत है. वेलकम एवरीवन टू हीलिंग एमएनडी इंडिया मीटिंग. थैंक यू फॉर जॉइनिंग टुडे. अगर आपको हीलिंग एमएनडी इंडिया से जुड़ना है तो आपको ये व्हाट्सएप नंबर पे अपना डिटेल भेजना है या ईमेल आईडी पे अपना पूरा डिटेल भेजना है. Please go through the disclaimer. This हिंदी में स्पीकरान है, आप इसे पॉज करके पढ़ लीजिए. थैंक यू ऑल. सबसे बढ़िया ये वाला डिस्क्लेमर है. नो एनिमल्स वर हार्म्ड इन द मेकिंग ऑफ दिस वीडियो. नो एलियंस एज वेल एज ह्यूमंस वर हार्म्ड इन द मेकिंग ऑफ दिस वीडियो. नो प्लांट्स, ट्रीज, फॉरेस्ट, रिवर्स, लेक्स, ओशंस, प्लैनेट्स वर आल्सो हार्म्ड. थैंक यू ऑल फॉर योर पेशेंस. आपका धैर्य रखने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. हीलिंग एमएनडी इंडिया के बारे में एक आधे मिनट में सब बताना चाहता हूँ. हम बेल्स, पेशेंट, वॉरियर्स और उनके केयर गिवर्स की क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ इम्प्रूव करने में मानते हैं. वी आर ट्राइंग टू इम्प्रूव द क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ ऑफ पेल्स एंड गर्ल्स. वी आर researching on lot of treatment and solutions. We are also researching on alternative therapies. We are trying to offer cost-effective, pocket-friendly solutions. We are inviting guest speakers and specialists. Like today, we have Dr. Geeta Shah, ma'am. We are also liaising with the government authorities for disabled as well as other like import of supplements, medicine without paying custom duties. We are also looking at holistic healing. We are continuously हम लोग योगा के ऑनलाइन क्लासेस फ्री में आपको दे रहे हैं. योगा, प्राणायाम, ब्रीदिंग एक्सरसाइज के फ्री में क्लासेस आपको दे रहे हैं. हम रेगुलरली स्पीच थेरेपी क्लासेस मंडे टू फ्राइडे करवा रहे हैं. उसके अलावा हम फिजियोथेरेपी के क्लासेस महीने में 1 या 2 बार करवा रहे हैं. आप सभी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आज जुड़ने के लिए. नाउ आई वुड लाइक टू इनवाइट गेस्ट स्पीकर डॉक्टर गीता शाह मैम. मैम, आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. आपने हमारे लिए टाइम निकाला एंड यू हैव टेकन आउट टाइम एंड कम टू आवर मीटिंग. थैंक यू सो मच मैम. बिफोर वी स्टार्ट मैम, प्लीज give a detail about you, and the stage is all yours, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. So a brief introduction about myself. I am a consultant radiologist by profession, but by interest, I also delve into other aspects like of healing, like sound healing with Tibetan singing bowls, gongs, and also Bach flower remedies for emotional healing and mood disorders and anxiety. And I'm also into meditation. I conduct guided meditation sessions with the singing bowls, and Kriya Yoga practitioner. So this is also my interest, and now I'm pursuing that interest. And my main profession was women's imaging, related to all pregnancy-related issues and menopausal and breast cancer and basically with that. So my field of specialization has been that. But now my interest is taking me to these other holistic medicine also. So I'm a part of the spiritual doctors group, and I think that's where Pinakin Bhai, where you heard me of my lecture. So my topic, I'll share my screen, is on vagus nerve, the most mysterious and enigmatic and actually very interesting nerve. And it has so many functions. It encompasses the whole body and affects our so many organ systems, our emotions, right from our breathing to our so survival, and also our food and our moods and our brain functioning. So and how we can influence the vagus nerve so that we can improve our health and well-being in a very holistic way. So lots of we have lots of things available, tricks available where we can hack the vagus nerve and make it work for our benefit. So I'll share my screen. So it is a key to our wellness, and it is also called the nerve of emotion, and also for rest and digest and relaxation. And they are on both sides of our body, and so they can also be related to the Ida and Pingala Nadi, which is there in the described in Ayurveda and in Upanishads. So it's also called the nerve, the epicenter of the mind-body connection. So how that is, so we'll come to that. And there are 12 pairs of cranial nerves in our body. And the vagus nerve is the 10th cranial nerve, means they arise from the different parts of the brain and the brain stem. And most of the 12 all the other cranial nerves just supply the head part and the face part and some neck part. But basically, it's only the vagus nerve which travels all over our body, right up to our say pelvis and our genital region. And that is why it is called the vagus nerve. Vagus in Spanish means the vagabond or the wanderer. That's why it's also called the great wanderer. So as I said, that other than the vagus nerve, all the other cranial nerves, they only supply the head and the face structures. So this is a picture where these are all the other cranial nerves, they originate. And the vagus nerve is the 10th cranial nerve, and it originates just below the pons, at the brainstem region, means at the nape of the neck region. And then it just travels around, travels in our neck region, supplying all the tongue, the muscles for the mastication, means for chewing, and also our larynx, so our voice box and pharynx, and that it travels down on either side of the esophagus. So we'll come to the entire course of the vagus nerve, and then it travels down and it enters, it supplies the lungs. So basically the bronchi, the airway tubes, and also very important function to the heart. And what it does to the system, we'll come to that later. And it goes then pierces, this is the diaphragm on either side, pierces the diaphragm, and then it supplies all the digestive organs in our body, the liver, so it helps in the function of the liver, the gallbladder, the pancreas, the spleen, and the entire intestines, the duodenum, the jejunum, the small intestine, the large intestine. So for all the functions, right from the neck to the torso, it has a very important role to play in the functions and maintaining our health and well-being. So it also then supplies the kidneys, the bladder. It helps in emptying the bladder, and in the reproductive organs, the woman, the uterus. So it has a role to play in infertility also. And so I don't know if you all know that we have two systems in our body, autonomous system, where all the major functions of our body are taken care of. So there is a sympathetic nervous system and a parasympathetic nervous system. And the vagus nerve is a very important part of the parasympathetic nervous system. So both need to be in balance. The sympathetic nervous system is for emergencies, it's also called a fight and flight or freeze. So whenever there is a danger, that is when the sympathetic nervous system comes into play. A heart rate increases, we have to run, so we need all that energy. So it produces cortisol, so that glucose is produced. And then it stops the digestion, and our mouth goes dry, and it dilates the pupil because we need to see properly. Like example, if there is a wild animal, you are in a jungle, and if there's a wild animal coming out like a tiger, that's what it is really meant for. That, and you have to run and flee, or any kind of emergency situation. If there's a car coming towards you, it becomes like an instinct. You will just jump away from it. Suddenly some energy comes within you. So this sympathetic nervous system is also very important. Means if there's fear, if there is any situation where you need you perceive a threat, that's when, like in office also. So the problem, what happens is that everything in this now, the life has become so stressful. So everything now is a stress and is a threat. So if you have to travel to the office to commute, the traffic jam is a threat and is a stress. And talking to your boss or dealing with your boss, dealing with your work, again becomes a stress. So you're constantly, you are in this fight and flight mode. You lose your temper. You're fighting at home, your relationship issues, fighting at work, fighting with if you're driving, and your road rage. What is road rage? Is all, anger. So it's these hormones that are produced, the cortisol, adrenaline, and then they remain chronically. That's why that is basically the reason for all the chronic diseases that the body attacks itself. All the allergies and the autoimmune diseases are basically because of this fight and flight situation that we are constantly under, that we never really relax. And that is the job of the parasympathetic nervous system. So that is when the heart rate slows down, your breathing slows down, and the digestion has to be proper. And so because we need all the nutrition that we get, the glucose is suppressed. So that is the reason for diabetes also, because there's an insulin resistance, constant call upon all these the endocrine system and these hormones. And we underutilize the parasympathetic sympathetic nervous system and the vagus nerve. So so let's get into how what are the problems that happens and how we can tackle them. The good news is that we can really tackle all these issues, and once we know, we take an informed decision, once we educate ourselves about it, we can do a lot and then bring ourselves back into balance, because both are important. Sometimes when we come into stressful situations, both are very important. You will see some people who, some emergency situation like saving somebody. They said, हमने सोचा ही नहीं, हमने सिर्फ हमारे बारे में सोचा ही नहीं, हमने सिर्फ कुछ जाके उनको हेल्प कर दिया. जैसे there's a fire and you just you get into the fire and you save a baby or something, because everything else shuts down, your reasoning and everything. And that's when you get the energy and the power. So that is why sympathetic nervous system also is very important. So, and another important, now the research is showing that there is a very important gut-brain connection. So our intestines and our brain, they speak to each other through the vagus nerve, and there are trillions of bacteria and the organisms. They are called the microbiome. and they are very important in maintaining, our the gut health in our body, and they produce neurotransmitters, and they are also very important for the anxiety, to control anxiety, stress, for the mood. And the vagus nerve communicates with these metabolites and the microbiome, and it efferent to the efferent means it takes the information to the brain, and then efferent means it takes the information from the brain and the commands to the gut. So yeah, your hunger and your satiety means you feel full. All this is controlled by these microbiomes and the hormones, the metabolites, and the vagus nerve. So obesity also is very important. The cause for this is where this gut brain connection is lost, and so it influences the motility, the secretion of all the digestive enzymes, the nutrients, very important, the nutrient delivery, and the microbial balance. So it has an effect on the stress, anxiety, the mood, the behavior, and the vagus nerve also, and the parasympathetic nervous system. It secretes all the feel-good hormones, the dopamine, the serotonin, oxytocin, opiates. And in depression, it is these hormones which are affected, and that is the medicines that they give is Parkinsonism also. They replace the serotonin and dopamine. These are the hormones the medicines that they give, and the opiates. So all these are produced by when the vagus nerve is stimulated. So the gut microbiota is the potential key modulator of the immune system, nervous system also. So if we target that and improve the diversity of the gut microbiome that we have, we can greatly improve our health, our emotional health, and also help those people who are suffering from depression and anxiety. And there is a growing evidence that the nutritional components, such as the probiotics, play a very important role. And some antibiotics also. Like that when we take antibiotics, the good bacteria they are killed, and that very badly affects also our functioning of our system and also our mood. And it has a high impact on the vagus nerve activity. And in humans, there are a certain food called the probiotics and psychobiotics, and they have anti-inflammatory properties, and they can be used to treat psychiatric patients, and they have antidepressive and anti-anxiolytic effects also. So they did a lot of studies, and they studies with mice, where how is this connection happening between the gut and the vagus nerve and the brain. And how did they come to know this? Is they used the mice where they had no the microbiota. Now, how do we get these organisms and these bacteria in our system? We first are exposed to through when we are born. So especially with vaginal delivery, we get it first from the mother, and then with our interactions with the environment, then they grow. All these organisms grow in our intestines. And when they experimented with mice which were germ free, they found that there were a lot of issues that happened in the brain, like the myelination means the covering of the nerves was affected, and there was more inflammation. There was altered the microglial and the gene profile. The gene profile of the cells was altered, and the blood-brain barrier, which was normally there, that also was affected. The nerve, there was normally a lot of nerve neurogenesis happens. That also got affected, and the hippocampus amygdala, which is very, takes any impulsive action and all, is related to this. So that also gets affected, because then we are very impulsive. And so a mood stabilization is also controlled by the microbiota. So imagine there is this, so many living organisms there are trillions of them in our body, and we are just not one entity. Actually, we are composed of so many entities which are helping. We have such a big workforce, and the brain being in command, and so they work for us, and to make them, they are workers. So to make sure that they work in an optimum way, we also have to put in our effort, and we'll come to that later. So there is less accumulation of the good nerve and the good nerve connections, the synapses that happen. So there is lack of that also. And the vagus nerve communicates through the intestine layers, including the muscle layer. So it has an effect on the motility of the intestines, as well as the endocrine functions, and all the chemicals that are produced, and all the digestive hormones that are produced in the intestines. So as you can see, that the vagus nerve has so many functions. It is responsible for the operation of the digestive tract, for the heart rate, for our respiration, and special sensory. It provides a sensation of taste from behind the back of the tongue, and it's operating the specific mechanisms of the abdomen, the heart, lung, the throat, and also the motor functions, means they improve the movement of the neck muscles, the speech also, and the swallowing also. So these are the primary functions of the vagus nerve. So it had the influence of the vagus nerve. It suppresses inflammation. Most of the diseases now, majority are because of inflammation. So if you reduce the inflammation, we'll get rid of a lot of chronic diseases and autoimmune diseases, allergies. And it suppresses the inflammatory inflammation via the cholinergic and the anti-inflammatory pathway. It decreases the heart rate, so it improves the vascular tone. And the gut, it increases the gastric juices, so our digestion is improved. Our absorption of all the micronutrients that we get is improved. It has an effect on the gut motility, the acidity for digestion. It regulates the insulin secretion in the liver and the glucose homeostasis in the liver. So all the glucose metabolism, so very important for the diabetes control also. In the mouth, the taste information is sent via the 3 cranial nerves, one of which is the vagus nerve. So the facial nerve and glossopharyngeal nerve, there are the other 3 nerves, and the vagus nerve. So the taste is because of the vagus nerve also. So our gag reflex, sometimes we eat something bad, and the vomiting that we get, poison or something that protects us, that, or the gag reflex also is because of the vagus nerve, the swallowing and the coughing. It decreases the vascular tone, so lowers the blood pressure. So it dilates the vessels also. And in the brain, it helps keep anxiety and depression at bay. And it works in tandem with the sympathetic nervous system. So it balances and it opposes the stress response of the sympathetic nervous system to make it into a more relaxed, so that the body comes into a more relaxed state. So what happens when the vagus nerve is impaired? What are the conditions that happen? So diabetes, a host of conditions. You see so many that happen. Diabetes, heart conditions, thyroid problems, stomach and digestive problems, which are so common. Everybody you meet has acidity or gas, as we very commonly hear that. Bloating and epilepsy, fainting, nervous system disorders, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's disease, anxiety, stress, food allergies, sensitivities. All these conditions are so common. Every other person you meet will have any of these problems. Mental clarity issues, memory loss, brain fog, antisocial behavior, then all these psychiatric other mood disorders, depression, immune disorders, blood sugar problems, tinnitus, constant ringing in the ears, kidney issues, gallbladder malfunctioning, so again, digestion problems, ear or tongue problems, fertility issues. It also has an effect on the uterus and also the gonads, the testes. cancer, and autism. So you can see that it affects so many conditions. And also one more thing is, of late, what we see now is that we're constantly, because of the phone, we're constantly, our neck is always bent forward. That's how we look at the phone. And that is now an epidemic. And that also has been affecting the vagus nerve, because we, contract our neck muscles when we do that. And that pinches on the vagus nerve and it affects that. So what are the other causes of a poor vagal tone or not an optimal functioning vagus nerve? Is when there's chronic stress. Poor sleep, again, is very important now, because everybody is addicted to social media and the phone and the laptop and everything. So mainly the phone. So, and that light affects the sleep. So poor sleep is now a very important cause. Early childhood traumatic experiences, abuses, head injuries, poor breathing mechanics. Most of the people, especially when you're stressed, your breathing is very shallow. It's you never take a full deep breath with the diaphragm, especially, which really stimulates the vagus nerve. We don't do that. So poor breathing mechanics, chronic infections, blood sugar imbalances, high toxic load, all these are major causes of vagus nerve dysfunction. So when we have a healthy vagus nerve or a healthy vagal tone, our mind is, we are very calm, we are peaceful, we are in a positive mood, our digestion is good, our bowel movements are regular, the speech is normal, the swallowing is ability is normal, our health, our blood sugar is normal level, our weight is our body weight is in the normal healthy range, and our blood pressure and our pulse rate is in the normal range. So this is when you're in a good health, this is how you should feel: upbeat, in a very positive, cheerful mood. So there are many ways to test the vagal tone, by the pupillary constriction test, by heart rate to breath rate comparison. Normally there's a ratio of heart rate to breath rate of 5:1. So here the ratio is increased in the vagus nerve. So you can tell that the vagus nerve is not functioning properly. Heart rate variability. Normally there is a variance between the heartbeats that can be measured with a certain device. Blood pressure should be, upper level should be between 100 and 140, and the lower should be between 70 to 90. So if it's abnormally high or very low, that means that's an indication of a poor vagal tone. And orthostatic hypotension means that if you suddenly get up from a sitting to a standing position, normally the blood pressure doesn't rise very quickly enough. So we don't feel dizzy. But those who have a poor vagal tone will feel dizzy and will have a poor balance. So because the blood pressure falls suddenly and it doesn't keep up with the position change. So that also indicates that the vagus tone is a very poor vagal tone. And so what good news is, as I said, that we can work on this and we can stimulate the vagus nerve. And there are lots of techniques, natural techniques, like starting with the neck. So singing, humming, kirtan, satsang, singing together, laughing, all that is very important, and it stimulates the vagus nerve. And don't bother about whether a lot of people are shy and they don't sing. They think that they are not in tune. Even if you're not in tune, it's okay. You can sing in the bathroom, but make sure that you sing and hum. And doing kirtan is the best way to stimulate the vagus nerve, because you also get into a very good mood and spiritual mood and one with the universe. So, and you have that love and the bhakti that comes, that also is very beneficial. So exercise is very good for your brain's cognitive faculties, mental health, gut flow, and it stimulates the vagus nerve, because and exposure to cold. So cold stimulates the vagus nerve. Splashing cold water on your face, taking a cold shower. So you can not use very hot shower. Cold shower will stimulate the vagus nerve. yoga. Yoga is extremely important and is now known, is recognized world over as being very effective to stimulate the vagus nerve. And pranayam, and we'll come to that later. And all of you do regular, you have regular yoga and pranayam classes, so I'm sure you know how important that is. Yeah, and deep breathing, again pranayam, gargling also can stimulate the vagus nerve, and mindfulness and meditation also, and compassion, love, hugging. So hugging, and people who join laughter clubs and they go and just some people looking at them feel that they are crazy. ये क्या ऐसे पागलों की तरह हंस रहे हैं, कोई हंसने की बात नहीं है. But that stimulates the vagus nerve, and a lot of studies have been done where they found that they very, very beneficial to the heart, the lungs, your breathing, and your mood and everything. And that is because of stimulation of the vagus nerve. So underlying all the things that you feel good, basically it's the vagus nerve that is important as for the well-being. So the things that you can do at home are like breathing exercises, meditation, exercise, and movement and breathing. So like how we do in yoga is very important. Yoga and your diet, very important. Omega-3 rich diet. So omega-3 rich food, fish, which of course being vegetarians, then there are walnuts and there is flax seeds. So those who are vegetarians can use that, and the other seeds like sunflower and pumpkin seeds, watermelons, all these seeds also are chia seeds, very rich in omega-3. And the probiotic rich diet. So what are probiotics? Those that have the bacteria. So they are we always, in our Indian diet is always included. So fermented food, our dahi, our yogurt, naturally has all these bacteria, and our dhoklas and idlis, dosa, all are fermented, and kanji, rice kanji. So they are very probiotic rich, and these food should be included in your diet. And the probiotics are known to be very important in maintaining our gut microbiota and also stimulating the vagus nerve. Singing, chanting, I said splashing your face with cold water, cold showers, hugging, massages. And there are many ways a physiotherapist would, do your neck movements and will stimulate the vagus nerve. Intermittent fasting. So all this stimulates the vagus nerve. And there's so many yogasanas which are very important. Your diaphragmatic breathing, which we do in pranayam. And they say that you maintain a habit of continuously breathing from the diaphragm. That will improve the vagus tone and your digestion. So the Surya Namaskar and Trikonasana, all these asanas, and of course, all the relaxing asanas also are extremely important for stimulating the vagus nerve. Longer the inhalation in pranayam, then the better is the stimulation of the vagus nerve. So when we do the anulom vilom, we can do the double exhalation. And also in any breathing exercises that we do, if we double the exhalation time in a very slow and controlled manner, that is also produces a lot of relaxation and stimulation of vagus nerve. So what are the other modalities that stimulate the vagus nerve? The acupuncture and acupressure has a very important role in anxiety and insomnia, again by stimulation of the vagus nerve. So these are some of the pressure points and the acupuncture points. And acupressure has been used for centuries, especially it has come from China. So they are well versed with these points, and there are many points in our body, and the ear is very important. And now vagus nerve stimulation now in medical science also has proven that if you place an electrode, how we have a pacemaker for the heart, same way if you have a pacemaker for the vagus nerve, that also, especially for those cases where the depression and anxiety is not relieved by medication, That is when these vagus nerve stimulators, they help a lot. And many studies to prove that for those with very severe depression who are not responding to medications or any other modality, that is where vagus nerve stimulation has helped a lot. So sound healing, the modality that I use, that also produces the deep relaxation in the body by stimulating the vagus nerve. So vagus nerve arises from the brainstem, and it is very close to the inner ear, the middle ear here, where the eardrum, the tympanic membrane or the eardrum is. So when we play with the vibrations, the sound, it's that the eardrum vibrates. And that, of course, stimulates the eighth nerve, which is the auditory nerve, but also the vagus nerve, which is very close to the middle ear. And so there it goes, the vibrations and the vagus nerve stimulation, it goes all the way down to the thorax, lower abdomen, and it's responsible for regulatory functions of the larynx, pharynx, thorax, and abdomen. So the sound bowl, the sound healing can affect all these functions of the body. And that is why the Tibetan singing bowls can be so instantly calming, relaxing, and it helps the body come back to the nourishing state, and which is the opposite of the fight and the flight mode, which is triggered by stress. So they say that the great Tibetan master Bodhisattva said that the singing bowls emit the sound of the void, means the sound of the universe. And you feel one with the universe. So that obviously this brings down the stress level and the perception of fear which we normally always have in our day-to-day life. And the planetary gongs, they are tuned to match the frequencies of the planets in our solar system and the sun and other galactic cycles. So that also brings us in a very balanced state. In fact, any sound, so any music has a very profound effect on our body and system. So especially the healing music and the soothing music and the classical, the Indian classical as well as the Western classical. So they've done a lot of studies with the waves of the brain as to which music affects the brain the best. And they found is the classical music which really relaxes. So our brain has several waves. Is the electrical activity that is going on in our brain. We can record them with the electroencephalogram, the EEG, like how we can record the heart, the ECG. Same we can do with the brain. And our normal activity, a brain wave is beta. And then when we play the sound or any music, it goes down to the alpha, and then the theta and the delta, which is the deep sleep state. So your sleep improves and your entire, you get into a very relaxed state. That is what stimulates the healing, because it stimulates the vagus nerve. So it really comes down to that all this effect is because of this very, very important nerve, which is, which connects the brain to the entire system. So I thank you for your attention, and I pay homage to all my teachers who has helped me to reach up to this stage. And how shall we do it? We will have the sound healing session, or we can answer questions. Or
yes, ma'am. Thank you. It was a very informative presentation.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ma'am, before we go into the sound healing session, let's complete all the question and answer session.
Yes, sure.
All right. In the meantime, ma'am, can you go back to the first slide and the second slide?
Okay. I'll go back to the first slide.
Yeah, because I want to ask you something. Actually, I got a few questions on behalf of my group. मैम ये जो MND बीमारी है, मोटर न्यूरॉन डिजीज, और उसको ALS भी कहा जाता है,
yes,
एमायोट्रोफिक लेटरल स्क्लेरोसिस.
yes.
इसमें भी आपको वो आपके चार्ट पे डालना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि ये भी वेगस नर्व से अफेक्ट होती है।
yes, motor neuron disease, yes,
या
yes.
और मैम और एक बात पूछना चाहता हूँ, ये जो वेगस नर्व है, मैं अभी आपको बताऊं, मैं ना वीक में एक बार वो एक मसाजर मशीन आता है, वो मसाजर मशीन ये यहाँ पे ईयर्स में बंद करके इसके ऊपर घुमाता हूँ, तो मुझे ना बहुत अच्छा लगता है। इनफैक्ट इतना बढ़िया लगता है ना, मेरा आगे का पूरा 5-6 दिन बहुत अच्छा जाता है। I think that is one reason maybe my vagal tone is getting
Yes,
activated.
yes, definitely. So what type of sounds it produces?
नहीं मैम, वो साउंड नहीं प्रोड्यूस करता है,
Sounding,
वो
just electric impulses.
ओनली
Okay.
वाइब्रेशन इनसाइड,
Vibrations.
वाइब्रेशन।
Okay.
और मैम और एक बात है, जो जैसे बताया गया था हमारे बहुत पुराने साइंटिस्ट ने, फ्यूचर इज गोइंग टू बी फ्रीक्वेंसी।
Yes.
तो अभी जैसे हमें आपने बताया कि अपना ये इलेक्ट्रॉनिक स्टिमुलेशन, तो हमारे में फिजियोथेरेपी में भी हम ईएमएस डिवाइस यूज करते हैं,
Yes.
इलेक्ट्रिक मसल स्टिमुलेशन,
Yes, absolutely.
तो वो भी हमें हेल्प करता है, क्योंकि
Definitely.
और अभी हमने एक नया ढूंढा है पीएमएफ, पल्स इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक फ्रीक्वेंसी डिवाइस, वो फिजियोथेरेपी में आता है, वो भी बहुत हेल्प करना है। हाँ मैम, उसके अलावा मैं और भी बताना चाहता हूँ, अभी जैसे हमने प्रोबायोटिक बताया, आई वांट टू आस्क यू मैम, मैं रेगुलरली याकुल्ट पीता हूँ।
हाँ, that's also good.
याकुल्ट इज
Yakult,
ओके?
yeah, Yakult is good. But sugar वाला भी है, sugar free भी है, तो better that you take the sugar free.
नेक्स्ट मेरा और शुगर फ्री वाला ऑर्डर होगा।
Yeah, I think that is blue in color. Yeah, but Yakult is good. Yes.
या मैम
But the
उसके अलावा
natural way also is very good. now भी काफी इस पे भी रिसर्च, मिलेट्स के ऊपर भी रिसर्च हो रही है, तो मिलेट्स यू कैन फर्मेंट and take, जैसे rice kanji you ferment, and of course all our food that we ferment and eat, not the one with the yeast, जैसे bread वगैरह yeast के साथ होता है, they are not so, हाँ, but the naturally fermented food like yogurt and idli and all, dhokla, they are very helpful.
करें।
And rice kanji.
हाँ ऑलराइट मैम, अभी ग्रुप में किसी को क्वेरी हुआ तो आप अपना हैंड रेज कीजिए, मैं आई विल गिव यू एन ऑप्शन टू अनम्यूट, या फिर आप चैट में भी लिख सकते हो। एनीबॉडी हैज एनी क्वेरी question, yeah, anybody wants to share your feedback? Okay, Anjali Shetty.
You mentioned, doctor, you mentioned rice kanji. So this is rice, cooked rice, which is soaked.
Cooked rice soaked overnight. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
And that is then drained. You strain it and then you have it.
Okay, I see. Thank you.
Welcome.
और गीता मैम, there are many other things ना, kimchi आता है,
Kimchi.
sauerkraut.
There are lots of other in the other. Kimchi also is very good. The Chinese, they eat it. So in every civilization, actually, every culture they have.
हाँ अभी और ग्रुप में और किसी को कोई क्वेरी है तो आप अपना हैंड रेज कर सकते हो, आई विल गिव एन ऑप्शन टू अनम्यूट। जस्ट अ सेकंड मैम, आई विल चेक इफ समबडी इज। अनिल जी आपको, हाँ अनिल जी आप अनम्यूट करके पूछ सकते हो।
मैडम, नेक्सो मैसेज फैमिली डूइंग अर्निंग।
Sorry,
Electromagnetic winning.
you'll have to. I didn't understand the question actually. Lateral,
Electromagnetic.
retromaxillary, maxilla,
Ma'am is saying lactobacillus.
lactobacillus. Yes, yes. Lactobacillus also. Yes.
Yeah, Namlin winning.
In lactobacillus, which is there in dahi and fermented with the milk that the curd will have it. I didn't understand the question.
Namlin on homecoming.
Lactobacillus.
Huh.
Where do you get it?
Ma'am, he is asking, can we take a tablet of lactobacillus?
Lactobacillus you can take, but as I said, taking it in the natural form is better. You can take the probiotics that are available, as you said, Yakult, and there are many more actually probiotics, and Neutrolin B.
Yeah.
And especially if you are taking antibiotics, you must include, and lactobacillus tablets also you can take. Yes. And there are many other forms of probiotics that are available in the market. But then ghee is also supposed to be a very good. There are certain substances called prebiotics which help in better absorption of probiotics, and ghee is one of them, which helps in better absorption, and also helps in better, more diverse forms of the microbiota, more diverse forms of the organisms, because all organisms are not good for us. So some of these chemically, the tablets that you get of probiotics, they only promote a certain type of bacteria and organisms, and they will cause an imbalance. And there are many forms. It's just bacteria, fungi, protozoa. There are many forms of the organisms, and they all are diverse, and they help in the the gut microbiota and helping in the digestion. So now there is, they also do those who have, maybe have had surgery and they don't have some parts of the intestine. They inject these through healthy stools. They isolate these bacteria, and that also is now a form of therapy where they are introduced into the intestines, and they produce that.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
And ma'am, there is one more thing what I researched. It is kombucha.
Kombucha also. Kombucha also.
In fact, मैम रिसेंटली एक स्टडी हुआ था, उसमें कोई पर्टिकुलर स्ट्रेन ऑफ प्रोबायोटिक है ना, वो माइस में या कोई एनिमल में इंट्रोड्यूस किया था, और उसमें मालूम पड़ा कि एएलएस उसमें से स्लो, वो प्रोबायोटिक का स्ट्रेन एएलएस को स्लो करता है. अभी मैं राह देख रहा हूँ वो लोग जब इंसानों पे ट्रायल कर रहे हैं, एंड वी आर ऑल रेडी टू बी अ पार्ट ऑफ दैट ट्रायल.
I hope and pray that happens very soon. So lot of research is going on in this, and I'm sure a lot of therapies are coming up to help these cases.
मैम मैं उसके अलावा आपने, सॉरी मैम, गो अहेड.
हाँ बोले, go ahead, you go ahead.
मैम आपको थोड़ा 2 मिनट लूंगा. एमएनडी के बारे में मुझे बताया गया था, एमएनडी में 2 से 5 साल लाइफ होती है. करेक्ट?
यस.
हमारे सामने यहाँ पे गंगाराम जी है जो 10 साल से एमएनडी के साथ है, एंड ही इज लिविंग वेरी हैप्पीली.
ग्रेट, सो हैप्पी टू हियर दैट.
मुझे बोला गया था कि एमएनडी आपका 2 से 5 साल होता है, उसमें कोई दवाई नहीं है एलोपैथी में. मैं घर पे गया तो मेरे परिवार वाले सब डिप्रेशन में चले गए. तो बीइंग एन आईटी गाय, आई स्टार्टेड रिसर्चिंग ऑन इंटरनेट. तो मुझे सबसे पहला मिला स्टीफन हॉकिंग.
यस.
और स्टीफन हॉकिंग lived with MND for 55 years.
यस.
तो मैंने घर वालों को बोल दिया स्टीफन हॉकिंग का रिकॉर्ड मैं ही तोड़ने वाला हूँ.
So he said, Stephen Hawking, that the reason he thinks that he got MND is because of lack of some micronutrients. So you have done a lot of research. So is what he feels that that could be the cause for him, poor digestion and.
Yeah.
But yeah,
और
he lived very well and so productive and so functional and such a bright, keen mind. I'm sure all of you have so much to give and contribute. So I hope and pray that.
मैंने तो डॉक्टर को बोल दिया एमएनडी का फुल फॉर्म मेरे लिए, मैं नहीं डरता एमएनडी।
I know you told me. Yeah.
तो मैम वही है, मैं हमारे ग्रुप अभी कल से हम लोग हमारा सेकंड एनिवर्सरी हो रहा है हमारे ग्रुप का।
Okay.
एंड वी आर स्टार्टिंग हमारा। थैंक यू मैम। हमारे ग्रुप में बहुत ज्यादा पॉजिटिविटी है एंड वी आर ऑल हैप्पी। जैसे स्पीच थेरेपी करवा रहे हैं रेगुलरली ऑनलाइन, फ्री में, कोई चार्ज नहीं है। योगा करवा रहे हैं, फिजियोथेरेपी करवा रहे हैं, और उसके अलावा मैं
ये सब ऑनलाइन होता है?
बोलिए।
ये ऑल दिस इज ऑनलाइन?
ऑनलाइन, यस मैम, ऑनलाइन करवाते हैं। हमारे टीचर आते हैं, 10 साल ट्रेनर है योगा, वो करवाते हैं। हमारे केयर गिवर हमें हेल्प करते हैं योगा थेरेपी करने में। और टीचर हर एक पेशेंट को, हर एक वॉरियर का ध्यान रखते हैं वो उन्होंने बराबर किया कि नहीं। उसके अलावा तो आपको पता, तो 2 साल पहले मेरी स्पीच खराब हो गई थी। अभी आप मेरा हर एक वर्ड, ईच एंड एवरी वर्ड यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड।
यस।
तो मैंने 2 साल रिगरस स्पीच थेरेपी किया, swallowing थेरेपी किया, ओरोमोटर एक्सरसाइज किया, टंग एक्सरसाइज किया, उससे मेरी स्पीच बहुत बढ़िया हो गई। यही बात है मैम। वी आर गोइंग अहेड विद आवर ग्रुप एंड वी आर ऑल हैप्पी। राइट नाउ देयर आर 300 MND warriors in my group and around 30-40 are in waiting list.
Wow. So have you tried sound healing, that with the Tibetan bowls, or that is?
मैम लास्ट नवंबर में हमने लक्ष्मीकांत पैरालाल के ग्रुप के साथ मेरा बर्थडे सेलिब्रेट किया था, ऑनलाइन किया था।
Okay.
So it was a musical extravaganza.
Okay.
Alright. थैंक यू मैम। और किसी को कोई क्वेरी हो तो आप पूछ सकते हो, नहीं तो हम टिबेटियन साउंड हीलिंग स्टार्ट करेंगे। अब अपना हैंड रेज कीजिए, मैं आपको अनम्यूट का ऑप्शन दूंगा। आई डोंट थिंक मैम किसी का कोई क्वेरी है, so we can start the sound healing.
Okay. So just give me 2 minutes to set up. I will set it up. Give me 2 minutes. Yeah.
Sure ma'am, take your time. Okay, we are going to run the Tibetan bowl sound healing now. In the meantime, आपको, you want to have a glass of water, you can have. आपको पानी पीना है तो आप पी सकते हो। Ma'am is setting up the Tibetan bowl sound healing now. मैम अभी Tibetan bowl sound healing रेडी कर रही हैं। तब तक आप सभी को बता दूं, हमारा MND ग्रुप है, हीलिंग MND इंडिया ग्रुप। हम रेगुलरली अभी फ्यूचर में हम बहुत इंस्पिरेशनल और मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर को लेके आ रहे हैं। इसके अलावा हम और भी एक्टिविटीज कर रहे हैं जिसे हम गवर्नमेंट के साथ लाइजनिंग कर रहे हैं। हम ट्राई कर रहे हैं कि हमें जो दवाइयाँ और सप्लीमेंट मिलने चाहती है वो हम कस्टम फ्री कस्टम ड्यूटी में मिले। ओके, गीता मैम इज कनेक्टेड
आपको
राइट नाउ।
दिख रहा है ना? You can see also, ना?
यस मैम।
Can you hear me? सुनाई दे रहा है आपको?
नहीं मैम।
You can hear?
अभी अभी जरा सा आवाज आई थी लास्ट में। नहीं मैम।
You can hear now?
No ma'am, it's not coming.
If you wear the headphones, it will be better.
Yeah.
Is it better?
देवेंद्र जी आपको आ रही है हेडफोन में?
नहीं।
I don't know why the sound. Last time I think I did it, the sound was okay.
Ma'am, maybe you can bring that gong bowl near to the mic of the computer.
That's what I'm doing actually.
Yeah, no problem, ma'am. Please try. I'll let you know as soon as I hear your sound.
Yes.
Better now?
Yes.
Ma'am, we can only hear your voice loud and clear, but not the sound. Maybe, ma'am, you can even try with another device if you have.
Yeah, I'll try. I'll try with mic.
Or maybe you can even try with your mobile.
With the mobile. I'll try and get a mic system.
Okay, ma'am. Sorry friend, ऐसी
Mobile.
बड़े बड़े देशों में ऐसी छोटी छोटी बातें होती रहती हैं.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you all for your patience.
Yes, I'll
Please.
thank you all.
No problem, ma'am. Take your time. There have been ऐसा भी research हुआ है, music also can help you reduce.
Yes, definitely.
Ma'am, Darji is your device. Darji.
Darji? No.
No. Did you connect with another device called Darji?
No.
Okay.
So now with the phone, is this better?
Ma'am, last time in the meeting you did differently. Can you try that way?
We tried with mic system, but actually the same thing we did. So I don't know why we can't hear this time. Okay, tell me if this is heard. This is through the phone now.
Yes.
The mobile phone.
Phone's audio is not connected.
Okay, so you have to unmute me.
Yeah, but the audio is not connected. Once the audio is connected, I'll unmute you.
It says microphone is muted. Okay, I'll try the other way.
Okay.
Mic system. Microphone is muted.
Yeah, but ma'am.
Okay, I'm joining now.
Okay.
Okay, now the audio is joined. I have to go and get out of the laptop.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now.
Now, kindly play that gong or the ball. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now you can hear, right?
Yes. Okay, ma'am. We'll be in position. We can hear you. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so you can just relax and sit comfortably, all of you.
या जैसे माधुरी मैम बोलती है मन शांत शरीर शिथिल आराम से बैठ जाइए आंखें बंद करके और एंजॉय कीजिए म्यूजिकल हीलिंग थैंक यू सो मच मैम
And let go. Be comfortable and relax, either in the sitting or in the lying down position. If you can wear headphones, that is better. Just let go. Bring your awareness to your breathing. Just be an observer. Just observe your breath going in and out. कितना shallow है, कितना deep है. उसको control मत कीजिए. Just let it go in and out. Feel the air going in through your nostrils, into your lungs. Just observe. Feel the cool breath going in, and as you breathe out, it is warm. If thoughts come, let them pass. Bring your awareness back onto your breathing. Deep breath now. Take some few deep breaths in and out. Take a long deep breath in and slowly breathe out. Take a deep breath in and slowly breathe out. Let the expiration be longer than inspiration. जैसे एक धार निकलती है, Pani ki. Continuous, without interruptions. Slowly breathe out. लंबा सांस लीजिए और धीरे से छोड़िए. Breath is your connection between your spiritual, your mental, and your physical body. Immediately relaxing. अभी ये जो वाइब्रेशंस आएंगे उनकी तरफ ध्यान दीजिए. Don't expect anything. Just let the sound vibrations do its work. Just let it flow. Surrounding your body, all around you. Giving all your cells in the body a gentle massage. Bring your awareness to your body. See if there are any areas of tension. Just relax. Scan your entire body. Now bring your awareness to your head region. At the nape of the neck. Where the vagus nerve arises. Following its course. Supplying branches to the face, the throat, the back of the tongue. Shining, shimmering energy, vibrating with these vibrations and sounds. Relaxing the throat and the neck muscles. The tongue. The thyroid. The thymus. Visualize a perfectly functioning thyroid, perfect metabolism, and thymus for your immunity. And your voice box. Your voice. Finding your voice again. Your expression. Creativity. Speech. Confidence. The shoulders. Relaxing all the muscles. All the tension gets stored in these muscles. Just let go and relax. Relax your lungs. The airways. Take a few deep breaths in and breathe out. Slowing your respiratory rate. making it more efficient. Working non-stop. Normal heart rate, normal blood pressure. And a healthy vagal tone. Making the heart muscle strong and powerful. Feel these divine vibrations. Filling your chest. Relaxing your rib cage and all the muscles. Relax your diaphragm. Relax. Take a few deep diaphragmatic breaths. As you breathe in, the stomach goes out. As you breathe out, the stomach goes in. Making the diaphragm muscle strong and powerful. Giving maximum oxygen to your body and cells. Improving your lung capacity. Let these sound vibrations now travel into your abdomen. Healing all the organs. And all the cells, all the tissues. They start to vibrate at the frequency they are supposed to vibrate to, synchronizing with these divine vibrations. Getting tuned. And in harmony. a vision arises in front of your eyes. You are in a forest. Beautiful tall trees all around you. Gentle breeze. The leaves rustling, the trees swaying. A fragrance in the air. Trees with fruits, plants with colorful flowers. Treat to your senses. Feeling the earth beneath your feet. Mother Earth, nourishing you, sustaining you. You walk joyously, humming to yourself on the path with your bare feet. And you come to a clearing where there's a beautiful lake. You come to the edge of the lake. Where there are a lot of pebbles. You playfully pick up a few pebbles and throw them in the lake. And see the rings that are produced all around the pebble as it falls into the water, filling you with delight. Setting into motion all the molecules of water in the lake. And you lie down on the grass beside it. With your eyes closed, you realize you are the lake. And these sound vibrations are like pebbles, producing these concentric rings in your body, starting from the vagus nerve, setting into motion the trillions of cells which are the building blocks of your body. Starting to vibrate more harmoniously. to a vibrant, good health, radiant. Also activating your Manipur chakra, the solar plexus. The vagus nerve communicates with the solar plexus. Beautiful shimmering network of nerves connected to the spine, to the brain and the intestines. And the millions of microorganisms in your intestines. And you will. That you will have good health. Repeat this very effective affirmation with me in your mind. The body cells obey my will. They dance with divine vitality. I'm well. I'm strong. I'm a flowing river of boundless power and energy. My body cells obey my will. They dance with divine vitality. I'm well. I'm strong. I'm a flowing river of boundless power and energy. Feel each cell in your body vibrating, dancing joyously, happily. You are the master of your life, not a victim. No fear, no anxiety. Strong willpower. Strong relationships. Healthy relationships. it is. And so it is. And so it is. Your health, your vitality is under your control. You can gently open your eyes when you are ready.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. मुझे लग रहा था कि मेरे ब्लड में फ्रीक्वेंसी आपका वाइब्रेशन फ्रीक्वेंसी ब्लड के साथ फ्लो कर रहा है हर एक बॉडी पार्ट में। और जब आपने जब लेग का बोला तो आई वाज विजुअलाइजिंग जो लेग में हम पेपर डालते तो और रिपल्स होते हैं कैस्केडिंग इफेक्ट
या
वो हो रहा था। उसके बाद एक बार मुझे रोना भी आ गया। बस मैं एक बार ऐसे फील हुआ कि मेरा माइंड पूरा थॉटलेस हो गया है। इसके अलावा बहुत सारी फीलिंग्स भी हुई बट बहुत बढ़िया एक्सपीरियंस रहा। मैं
थैंक यू
बहुत अच्छा लगा। मैं वो आपने संडे को किया था ना वैसा सेम फील हुआ लेकिन आज जो थोड़ा ज्यादा फीलिंग हुआ।
I think they were closer to the phone. They could be closer to the phone, being small, the holes.
थैंक यू मैम।
Thank you.
अभी ग्रुप में देवेंद्र जी आप अपना एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करेंगे? एक मिनट।
हेलो।
बिफोर आई ब्रिंग आउट देवेंद्र जी मैम, ये हमारे ग्रुप के ब्रह्मास्त्र हैं।
ओके ओके।
मैं इनको प्यार से कुंफू पांडा बुलाता हूँ। देवेंद्र जी बताइए।
ओके मैम, बहुत अच्छा सेशन रहा।
थैंक यू।
पर्टिकुलरली मुझे जो अभी एकदम थोड़ा सा एक कनेक्ट हुआ जैसा लगा वो था लेक के किनारे पर के पेबल्स
या सेम इफेक्ट
वहाँ कनेक्ट हो गया था। और जो आपका ये है कि आई एम ए फ्लोइंग रिवर स्ट्रॉन्ग। हाँ। और एक
so never
मुझे
think yourself to be just this body. You are
यस
and in unlimited power, and you are
और
all
एक मुझे एक क्वेश्चन पूछना है।
I don't have to say, you are all proofs. I see you all, so really
यस तो मुझे
for me
एक क्वेश्चन पूछना है।
हाँ जी।
जैसे मंदिर में घंटा रहती
सेम थिंग, दिस इज द सेम। यस
सेम
अलॉय है, उसका भी सेम प्रिंसिपल सेम है। ये जो घंटा बजाते हैं उसमें जो वाइब्रेशंस होते हैं, रेजोनेंस होता है। ये रेजोनेंस जो है उसकी वजह से अभी इमीडिएटली 7 seconds if you listen, it's enough for you to calm down. So that is the purpose of the temple bell.
Yes.
And all religions have some. I think Christianity definitely has that. They ring the bell and it calls you also for prayers, and in 7 seconds you will calm down. That is all. And the alloy is the same. Small
alloys
nanometer copper, tin, some aluminum, and different thickness, and some have gold, silver. That's why they have the different properties of vibrations, and each bowl is for a different system. The frequency is made like that, and they've been used for centuries in monasteries for healing and for various purposes.
Thank you. Thank you.
And the principle they use is entrainment. Means if you once one object is vibrating, say a pendulum at a particular frequency, and if you bring another pendulum vibrating at a stronger frequency, both will start to vibrate at the same frequency. So we bring a sound which is supposed to be the harmonic sound close to our system, our organ system. The cells also start to vibrate at that frequency, and which it's supposed to vibrate, and bringing more harmony. So a body is like an orchestra. Each cell, each organ tissue has its own frequency, and when it's how it's properly tuned and instrument properly tuned, you will have a nice sound, musical sound. But if it is not in tune, then you will get noise. So same thing happens in our body also. It's not in tune. That's when the diseases happen.
Yeah.
So that is the basis of.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, Eman ji wants to ask one query, feedback. Before Eman ji, ma'am, आपको ये बताना चाहता हूँ, हम सबने हमारे घर में और हम मंदिरों में आरती की है. आरती के टाइम हम बैल बजाते हैं. तो वो बैल बजाना यही है कि हमारा जो ये हमारा माइंड है वो काम हो जाए और हम आरती में तल्लीन हो जाएं.
हाँ हाँ, हमारा साउंड, हाँ राइट. तो दूसरे थॉट्स और दूसरे स्ट्रेसेस नहीं होते, एंजाइटीज चले फॉर दैट टाइम चले जाते.
करेक्ट मैम. और मैम मैं महुड़ी गया हूँ अपना गुजरात में, महुड़ी.
ओके ओके.
वहाँ पे वो ऊपर चढ़ के बैल बजाते ना.
हाँ हाँ हाँ.
मैं वो हमेशा बजाता था, उसे मेरे मन में बहुत शांति होता था.
शांति.
हाँ. ओके, थैंक यू मैम. हेमंत जी, आप अपना क्वेरी.
Hi, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much for your
Welcome.
valuable time and
Thank you.
guidance. It was so soothing and relaxing. Actually, I went into deep sleep
Yes, yes.
and my mind got so relaxed, like I'm waking up after a sound sleep.
Yeah. The sleep improves really with this, definitely.
It is very deep and very effective. Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you.
थैंक यू मैम. अभी आई डोंट थिंक किसी और का कोई क्वेरी है या फीडबैक. कोई अपना फीडबैक देना चाहे तो अपने अनम्यूट करके बोल सकते हो. एंड इन द मीन टाइम, गीता मैम, आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. थैंक यू सो मच मैम. आपने हमारे लिए टाइम निकाला, इतना बढ़िया इंफॉर्मेशन सेशन दिया और उसके साथ हमें साउंड हीलिंग भी दिया. आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. और जाते जाते मैं सभी को जो यूट्यूब पे देख रहे हैं और यहाँ पे सभी को बताना चाहता हूँ, 2 साल जो हमारी हीलिंग MND इंडिया की 2 साल पूरा हुआ है, वो अभी सिर्फ ट्रेलर है. बहुत अभी पिक्चर अभी बाकी है.
Okay.
Thank you so much मैम.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah. और अभी ग्रुप में, और मैम तो अभी ये लेफ्ट द मीटिंग. अभी ग्रुप में और किसी को कोई क्वेरी तो अब मैं सभी को अनम्यूट का ऑप्शन दे रहा हूँ. आप अपने आप को अनम्यूट करके अपना क्वेरी पूछ सकते हो.
हाँ, सभी को नमस्ते पिनाकिन जी.
कौन बोल रहा है?
मैं आशा मैम बोल रही हूँ. आशा बोल रही हूँ.
अरे मैं वही आशा कर रहा था मैम कि आप आशा, मैं वही आशा कर रहा था कि आशा मैम क्यों दिख नहीं रही है.
सेशन बहुत अच्छा था, लेकिन मैं अपने आप में बहुत निराश थी, इसलिए कि कभी कभी थोड़ा अंग्रेजी बहुत हाई हो जाती मेरे हिसाब से, इसलिए मैं पूरे सेशन का एंजॉय नहीं कर पाई. जो जितना समझ में आया उतना किया, और शायद मेरे साथी और भी ऐसे काफी होंगे ग्रुप में कि जिन्होंने पूरा इंग्लिश में होने के बावजूद पूरा एंजॉय नहीं कर पाए होंगे, जबकि सेशन बहुत अच्छा था।
एक्चुअली आशा मैम आपको बता दूं, मैंने इसके लिए वो सिंगिंग बाउल, टिबेटियन बाउल है ना, वो हिंदी में सिंगिंग रखा था। वो टिबेटियन बाउल हिंदी में सिंग कर रहे थे।
अब वो आप कुछ भी सिंग करिए, लेकिन जो उन्होंने ब्रेन का पूरा सिस्टम समझाया, काफी कुछ समझ में आया, लेकिन काफी कुछ मिस भी हुआ है। बट ठीक है, जो है बहुत अच्छा था, जो था बहुत अच्छा था।
पर आशा मैम, इसके लिए तो मैंने आपके बाजू, आशा मैम के बाजू में अपेक्षा मैम को भी रखा है ना।
अरे अपेक्षा का ससुराल का माहौल आप जानते हो, इतना टाइम कहाँ दे पाएगी।
नहीं नहीं, कोई बात नहीं मैम, आपको अच्छा लगा यही बड़ी बात है।
बल्कि
आप सबका,
मैं
आप
उसकी
सबका
मैं
बोलिए।
उस ससुराल में हूँ। बहुत बड़ी मेहरबानी ऊपर वाले की, इन लोगों की, जो मैं यहाँ हूँ। 4 महीने हो गए मुझे, 5वां महीना शुरू हो रहा है।
अभी
बस।
अभी तो अपेक्षा ने बोला है मैं मम्मी को खड़ा करके ही भेजूंगी।
हाँ, ये तो बात सही है। तन मन धन से लगे हैं सभी लोग,
हाँ,
बाकी ऊपर वाले की कृपा।
बाकी मैं मुंबई में आपको मिस कर रहा हूँ, पर वादा नहीं, आप जल्दी अच्छे हो जाओ, बाद में हम जरूर मिलेंगे।
से मिलने जरूर आऊंगी, जरूर आऊंगी।
ओके, थैंक यू मैम। और किसी को कोई अनम्यूट करके आप बोल सकते हो। Anybody wants to share their experience, you can unmute and share your experience. Hello Anjali ma'am, how are you? Good to see you here.
हेलो, गुड इवनिंग टू एवरीबॉडी। सब बढ़िया
Good
है,
evening.
लेकिन हाँ थोड़ा सा वही आधा सुन पाए। गेस्ट आए थे, क्या करें उधर इधर। अभी वो लोग गए मिलने, आज ना छुट्टी का दिन, तो इनके लिए।
हाँ,
हाँ, वेरी नाइस सेशन, थैंक यू मैम। अभी ये भी हम लोग कराए थे, वो जो घर में भी रखा हुआ है वो बेल, जो
हाँ,
क्या बोलते हैं, हाँ उसको सिरोधारा, ये सब भी ऑयल का ना, वो सब करा के 2-3 बार ट्राई किए थे। ज्यादा नहीं
ओके,
किया, अभी खरीद के रखा हुआ है, लेकिन रेगुलर नहीं कर पा रहे हैं क्योंकि टीवी भी
ओके।
देखते हैं ना काफी। जी जी जी, लेकिन बहुत अच्छा है इनिशिएटिव आपका, बहुत अच्छा है। इसको देखते हैं,
थैंक
प्रैक्टिस
यू,
करेंगे।
थैंक यू सो
थैंक
मच
यू।
मैम। प्रधान सर कैसे हैं?
हाँ, उन्हीं के रूम में। ठीक है, सुन रहे हैं पूरा प्रोग्राम।
नमस्कार, नमस्कार प्रधान जी। आपको मैंने आपके लिए वीडियो बनाया था, आपने देखा था ना?
पिनाकिन, हाँ शेयर होंगी।
It's good that Pradhan sir is listening to me. Pradhan sir, I have completed 6 years and 3 months with MND and I am running very strong.
देख रहे हैं? ठीक है, थोड़ा आई साइड का।
No, no ma'am, no problem, no problem. मैं चाहता हूँ जल्दी उनके आई साइड ठीक हो जाए और जल्दी वो स्टार्ट कम्युनिकेट करना शुरू
हाँ
कर दें।
देखो, अभी स्माइल, हाँ स्माइल कर रहे हैं। वो आप देख
एक
पा रहे हो, लेफ्ट साइड राइट साइड में लोअर का थोड़ा कैटरेक्ट डेवलप हुआ है, तो लोअर का नहीं
एक
देखते मतलब।
एक मिनट मैम, एक मिनट, मैं जरा वीडियो, हाँ मैम, अभी अभी आप वीडियो दिखाएंगे? अभी अब वीडियो ऑफ हो गया आपका। हेलो प्रधान सर, हाउ आर यू सर? गुड टू सी यू सर। बहुत बढ़िया मैम, बहुत बढ़िया। प्रधान सर आपके साथ कम्युनिकेट कर रहा है, कम्युनिकेट। मैम आप म्यूटेड हो, मैम आप म्यूटेड हो।
अच्छा अच्छा, हाँ ABCD से ना अल्फाबेट से कम्युनिकेट करते हैं। आई ट्रैकर अभी नहीं काम करता।
ओके ओके, नो प्रॉब्लम
ये
मैम।
है, ये है ना, ठीक है।
हाँ हाँ हाँ,
दिख रहा है आपको? वो 1 2
यस
3
यस,
4 हमने डिवाइड, हाँ डिवाइड किया ना, 5
हाँ।
5 लेटर की ईच ग्रुप, तो 1 2 3 4 ऐसे पूछ के अभी तो आदत हो गया है।
नहीं, this is a very good idea for communication. This is a very good idea मैम। अब म्यूट हो गए वापस, अपने म्यूट
सॉरी,
कर।
हाँ प्रोफेसर अरुण मेहता है ना, जिन्होंने स्टीफन हॉकिंस का किया था 1 बटन सिस्टम, उनसे मेरी बात हुई कि विल कम टू विजिट अस, यही दिल्ली में है। अब देखते हैं कुछ छोटा फोन पे अगर एंड्रॉइड बेस्ड कुछ डेवलप कर पाए असिस्टिव डिवाइस, डेफिनेटली विल बी ग्रेटफुल टू हिम। नेक्स्ट वीक शायद आएंगे पर्सनली एक बार देख के। फिर कोई इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स, हाँ वो भी प्रोफेसर उनके साथ टाई अप कर रहे हैं। अब मेरा होप है, देखिए हमारी। थैंक यू
ओके मैम, और एक बात बताना चाहता हूँ मैम आपको, अंजलि मैम। I am trying to contact those people who had done the machine for Stephen Hawking.
तो इंडिया में है ना प्रोफेसर अरुण मेहता, उन्होंने ही किए थे
वही,
ना।
हाँ
But
वही
he is
वही
retired now. उनसे जो बात हुई, he is
हाँ
retired person, 70 प्लस हो गए होंगे। तो उनका कहना था जो प्रोग्रामिंग था ना, इट वाज टू ओल्ड उस समय का, अभी जो
हाँ
आई ट्रैकर काफी डेवलप्ड हो गया है। तो
हाँ
एंड्रॉइड फोन पे कुछ अगर करें तो इसलिए मैंने रिक्वेस्ट किया कि सो सीनियर अभी हो गए हैं और रिटायर्ड भी हो गए, तो देखते हैं आते हैं एक बार आके, अगर कुछ भी प्लानिंग होती है ना, देन हाँ, देन डेफिनेटली आई विल शेयर।
में बात करेंगे ना गूगल में, हम और आप ईमेल करेंगे। लेट्स ट्राई एंड कनेक्ट विद गूगल और उनके टीम के साथ कनेक्ट करके लेट्स ट्राई इफ दे कैन मेक अ प्रॉपर एप्लीकेशन फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस।
हाँ राइट, अभी एक दो केस बेसिस पे वो देखेंगे, क्योंकि ये केस टू काफी डेवलप स्टेज में है ना, एडवांस स्टेज में। किसी का फेशियल एक्सप्रेशन, इनका आई का कितना मूवमेंट हो पा रहा है, ये सब डिपेंड करता है ना। अभी एक दो केस पे दिल्ली में एक दो केस देखेंगे, फिर हम लोग उसका जैसे भी थोड़ा सा भी अगर आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस या कुछ भी सॉफ्टवेयर उनके आता है कि कैसे क्या कर सकते हैं। मुझे ज्यादा नॉलेज नहीं है, समझ रहे हैं, मेरा टेक्निकल नॉलेज, टेक्नोलॉजिकल नॉलेज इतना नहीं है। पहले वो आए, देखे क्या पॉसिबल सोल्यूशन है, फिर तो हम डिवाइस का तो कोई नहीं, कोई भी मोबाइल या टैबलेट उसमें वो चीजें हो जाएगा, है ना। मेन वो सॉफ्टवेयर, वो जो क्या बोलते हैं, कोडिंग वोडिंग, वो सब जो चीजें वो हो जाए, राइट। तो उसमें एटलीस्ट फ्यू थिंग्स रिक्वायरमेंट, जैसे देख के स्माइल किए, अपने आप खुल गया, आवाज मतलब अलार्म बज गया कि आदमी सो रहे, उठ गए। देन ही नीड्स, किसी को ही इज इन पेन, 5-6 चीजें अगर आ जाए ना अलार्म के साथ, तो दैट विल ऑल्सो हेल्प टू जो सीनियर बुजुर्ग लोग हैं, जो लोग आई ट्रैकर नहीं कर पाएंगे ना सॉफ्टवेयर का, उनके लिए बहुत हेल्प हो जाएगा। ये मेरा फर्स्ट है ना। तो फिर डेफिनेटली मैं बताऊंगी, फिर वो स्केल पे जहाँ जहाँ प्रैक्टिस वो करेंगे। पहले इनको बात करती हूँ। आप भी वहाँ मुंबई में भी ट्राई करिए, आईआईटी वगैरह, जो डिजाइन आईआईटी का जो डिजाइन का ग्रुप है ना, आईआईटी मुंबई का, उनसे आप टाइप करिए। एक डॉक्टर प्रोफेसर मंदर है, उनके साथ एक बार जो मीटिंग हुआ था, उन्होंने भी कुछ आइकन डेवलप किए थे, फिर मेरा रह गया। आईआईटी डिजाइन, हाँ, उन लोगों के साथ अगर आपकी कम्युनिकेशन होती है, यू कैन ट्राई दोस थिंग्स।
ओके मैम, बहुत बढ़िया।
थैंक यू।
और मैम ये अभी गंगाराम जी है, गंगाराम जी आपको कैसा लगा?
बढ़िया बढ़िया सर, बहुत अच्छा था।
ये हमारे गंगाराम जी है, जिन्होंने हमें बहुत गाइड किया है।
अच्छा, नमस्कार नमस्कार सर।
मैम इनको 10 साल से MND है।
बहुत, चलिए सर, हाँ कोई नहीं, आप एकदम फिट है और ऐसे ही भगवान आपको ऐसे ही फिट रखेंगे। जी जी,
थैंक यू सो मच मैम। गंगाराम जी, आपको आज का प्रोग्राम कैसा लगा?
बहुत अच्छा लगा प्रोग्राम में। तो वही इंग्लिश का प्रॉब्लम था, थोड़ा समझ में आया, थोड़ा नहीं समझ में आया, लेकिन इतना चलाने के लिए बहुत है।
नहीं वादा नहीं सर, अगली बार मैं, नॉर्मली तो हम हिंदी में रखते हैं, पर ये वाला इंग्लिश में था। एंड ताई, तुम्हारा खूब खूब धन्यवाद वापस से।
हाँ सर, थैंक यू।
ताई, आप जितना कर रहे हो ना, कोई नहीं कर पाता। थैंक यू सो मच।
हाँ, अभी सभी ने तो करना चाहिए ना।
नहीं बहुत बढ़िया, थैंक यू सो मच। ओके, आप सभी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आज जुड़ने के लिए। आपने हमारा प्रोग्राम अटेंड किया, इसके लिए आप सभी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। हम वापस जल्द मिलेंगे और ग्रुप में हम मीटिंग के बारे में आपको शेयर कर देंगे। थैंक यू।